We begin tonight with a call from the Chatham County Sheriff's Office. The investigators are looking for help solving a series of crimes, all of those connected to a man they call a serial stalker in our area. Now, this is 24-year-old Nathaniel Crawford. He's being held at the Chatham County Jail without bond. He was arrested on a series of charges, including criminal attempted kidnapping, stalking, and criminal trespassing. Investigators say he actually approached a woman at the Family Dollar on Wheaton Street, then followed her across the street to the View at Oglethorpe Apartments. There, he continued stalking her, even stopped her from getting in her car to escape. She was able to get away, then was able to identify Crawford as her attacker. Investigators say they got shocking pictures of this attempted crime and were able to get a warrant for his arrest. Now, it turns out that Crawford already had a criminal record that includes 3 aggravated assault convictions, the last in 2023 for aggravated assault and cruelty of children. He served 2 years of a 10-year sentence and was released on probation in April of 2025. Now, investigators are telling WSAV Crawford told them a lot after this arrest. They now believe at least the 4 victims they already know about could just be the tip of the iceberg. More cases are possible. They're now asking anyone with information about this case or about Nathaniel Crawford to contact them right away. They just contacted me a moment ago and said already they've got numerous calls into their office because of this case, because of what's been posted through the media. If you have more information, you can call 912-651-4717. A former Ludowici city clerk now behind bars arrested on theft charges. Tina Skipper was fired from her job in November after she reportedly deposited city funds into a personal bank account. The city attorney tells WSAV she needed to reimburse it more than $10,000. Well, just this week after investigation, Skipper was arrested and charged with theft by taking. It was not made clear if that charge was related to this case. News 3 has reached out for more information regarding her arrest. And the Glenville fire chief now facing some serious charges after an arrest by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. The GBI tells WSAV that Tattnall County Sheriff's got a 911 call from a minor that Barnard entered a home and molested him. Evidence investigators then found inside the house pointed to Dale Bernard. Now, Bernard is charged with 2 counts of child molestation, aggravated child molestation, and criminal trespassing. That's according to the Tattnall County jail records. Well, it was less than a year ago, 60-year-old Darren Lewis, who was just an innocent bystander, killed during a high-speed police chase in Liberty City. Today, his wife and supporters joined lawmakers at the state capitol for Saving Lives Day. They're in Atlanta right now pushing legislation aimed at preventing tragedies. That's where right now we find WSAV's Nakaya Harris to tell us much more. Nakaya?
Now, Andrew, a lot of conversations turned into action today at the state capitol. Representative Carl Gillier and Kathy Lewis pushing for a bill inspired by Darren Lewis. Now, Kathy Lewis is Darren Lewis's wife, and she has spent months speaking out about her husband's death, trying to make neighborhoods safe for everyone. Today, she shared her story with lawmakers as House Bill 1011, also known as the Darren Lewis Saving Lives Act, was discussed. This bill limits high-speed police chases in residential neighborhoods.
What you saw today it's never happened from the support of senators and state reps coming together, the coalition of people we had. And so I think the coalition will grow, but we need the support of the community to call their state reps, call their senators, email them, and ask for their support on the bill.
Now that bill is still in its early stages. It has to get through some committees before it becomes law. Reporting here in Atlanta, Nakaya Harris, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Nakaya, thanks so much. Also right now in Atlanta, the FBI confirming agents executed a search warrant at the Fulton County Elections Office near the capital city today. The agency says that action was court authorized but wouldn't share any further details. They're calling this an ongoing investigation. Now, this search comes with renewed scrutiny of election offices as President Trump continues to claim the 2020 election was stolen. This comes despite repeated court rulings finding no widespread fraud. The GBI also arresting a Savannah man who they say was exploiting an elderly person in Evans County. 51-year-old Dwayne Nunnally faces multiple charges, including filing false documents and theft by taking. Those charges stemming from an August report by an Evans County probate judge about potential elder abuse. Nunnally's been booked into the Tattnall County Jail. And South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson announcing the arrest of an assisted living nurse accused of slapping an elderly resident in the face. A joint investigation found that 49-year-old Latoya Fennell intentionally assaulted the resident in late October. She now faces charges of abuse of a vulnerable adult and third-degree assault and battery. Well, there have been reports of U.S. Immigration Enforcement and Customs agents, or ICE agents, in the Savannah area lately. WSV's Tyler Nicole talked to local officials about this apparent uptick in activity and the current administration's policies on immigrants.
Well, Andrew, some local politicians agreed with having more ICE officers in the area, while others say the Trump administration is lawless and chaotic. While Minneapolis is in the spotlight, ICE and other federal agencies have been conducting operations across the country, including right here in Savannah. WSAV has confirmed agents were operating in Savannah yesterday, and some men in black were spotted near Forsyth Park today. A neighbor tells us that the men said that they were with ICE. Some politicians are calling for ICE agents to be reined in and held accountable after two protesters were killed by agents just weeks apart in Minnesota. But others argue the operations are necessary.
Assaulting, killing Americans undermines public safety. What we've seen the administration do in Minneapolis has sown chaos. It's undermined public safety. It's undermined Americans' core civil liberties. And that is why you see that this is a bipartisan demand for the protection of American civil liberties.
Those are the ones that we're trying to get rid of. We don't need to wait for another Laken Riley to happen for us to respond. We need to respond now. And that's why I've encouraged by sending a letter to ICE and to DHS for them to get more ICE agents into Atlanta.
As of now, there are no official reports on how many ICE agents are in our area, but we will keep you updated as we dive deeper. Tyler Nicole, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Tyler, thanks so much. Chatham County Board of Commissioners say some residents are having trouble flushing their toilets in times of heavy flooding. Now, WSV's Jillian Coles went to the board's workshop where they discussed wastewater issues and the possible solutions to fix it.
Barge Design Solutions came to the Chatham County Board of Commissioners with two ideas to fix failing septic systems. They say it's not only important to collect wastewater, but to treat it after. Some homes throughout unincorporated Chatham County rely on septic systems, and some are aging, undersized, or undermanaged. Chatham County Board of Commissioners say they are trying to tackle these issues before more problems arise, like contamination, health risks, and costly repairs. Barge Design Solutions came up with two recommendations for the county to consider: a low-pressure sewer collection system and discharging to Savannah wastewater collection and treatment system. Chairman Chester Ellis says they're going to talk with City of Savannah and the community to determine their next steps.
What we need to do, what the manager needs to do with his team, with the staff, is let's grab the data from the folks and make sure that we wear the numbers where you are. Let's make sure that we the 60, all right, so that when we do put something out, okay, we are more in line with what needs to happen, because this is a need. This is no want.
Chatham County Commissioners say they're going to begin surveying the pilot neighborhood that is seeing wastewater problems. If they get approval, they will reevaluate for the best plan for them. Reporting in Savannah, Jillian Coles, WSAV News 3. On your side.
Now over to Statesboro, where a local food bank is at crisis level due to the increased demand, which they say is a result of lower temperatures. The Statesboro Food Bank, which serves Bullock and surrounding counties, served over 900 families last week. That's a substantial increase from their normal 500 per week. In a social media post, the organization asked for multiple donations, including cereal, fruit, bread, cheese, and more. Donations can be dropped off Monday through Friday from 8:30 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon, and at 8:30 through 12:30 on Saturdays at the food bank located at 506 Miller Street off the Northside Drive in Statesboro. Food Bank also tells WSAV donations can be made by ordering groceries to be delivered through Walmart or Aldi. And the Jasper County Animal Shelter says they're in major need from the community as cold temperatures pose the threats to their outdoor facilities and animals. The shelter calling on neighbors to help foster dogs during the cold period. Their kennels located outside, and though there are provided warming sources for those kennels, they say they're having to transfer dogs to other shelters because of the extreme temperatures. But those facilities are at capacity. They still have more dogs coming in even daily that also need a warm home.
These are great dogs. It's not their fault they're here. So, I mean, you're not getting a mean dog. You're not getting something that we wouldn't adopt out. Like, we have these dogs, we know how they are, and we can find the perfect fit for you. Most of them are medium to large that we are looking for.
The shelter says even just a few days of fostering can make a difference. They'll provide all foster necessities like food, leashes, and crates for the duration of the stay.